So let's see today the making of pillar from the foundation. It's all about iron, concrete, and cement. So the ironworks mystery, or you can say, is cutting down the rods of proper designated site. By the time a laborer is digging the cavity in which the foundation has to be built for the pillar, that has to be in perfect square shape. Meanwhile, the mason and the ironworks man is cutting down the rods as per the requirement. Depends on the height and the width of the pillar, the rods are chosen. For this kind of pillar work, 12 and 8 size rods are being used. So this is the foundation hole, and after cutting down the rods, the iron technician is actually building the foundation frame on which the pillar skeletal frame gonna stand. This is how the irons are bent and are converted into square rings. So these hold the vertical rods. So this is how the rings are set with the rods. Now the rings and rods, they are tied up with the help of these wires, thin iron wires. All the four sides of the rings are tied with the four rods with these wires. So this makes the skeletal foundation for the pillar. And this is how it looks. That's from the bottom view, bottom central. This is the foundation frame on which we're gonna put the foundation structure of the pillar. That's the cavity in which the foundation has to be laid. So putting like 4 bricks and then putting the foundation frame over the bricks. So that when the mixture of cement, mortar and sand are put, it gets stick from all the sides, all the way from bottom and top of the foundation frame. Now this is how we're gonna put the pillar foundation frame over the foundation net. Now the mason is taking measurement. Now these are the 2 cavities and the same structures has been put side by side in both the cavities. Now the iron machine is tying up all the joints so that the pillar foundation structure gets tied up to the foundation net as it moves. Now both these pillar foundation structure on both the side has to be measured and aligned so they both are at 90 degrees to the ground. We will make a mortar which is a mixture of cement, sand and pebbles and water. So this is the mixture which we're gonna use for the building of the pillar. So that's the mortar mixture. Putting water in it. This is anti-rust which we apply on the rods. See how it gets mixed. So that's the mortar mixture of cement, sand, pebble and water. So the iron anti-rust is being applied, so when we apply this it takes away the rust within minutes. Now we have to make this with the help of brush. The anti-rustolene is being used. Now this is the mixture of the mortar and cement that we just made, and we have to start filling the foundation. See, the foundation net is fully covered. It's like this, and with a rod, and then finally we have to apply pressure just to make sure that it's uniformly adjusted everywhere, and we have to keep this for some time, better like for a 2 or 3 days. Finally we fill up the whole cavity, and this is how it looks. Now we are making a beam pillar which will hold both these pillars, so it will be more like an H shape. From the over the earth it will look like a U, and considering the foundation base it will be in H shape. So it will basically hold both the pillars intact in their perpendicular position, and if a heavy weight passes between the pillars, say a heavy truck or something, so the pillars won't move from their respective perpendicular position. So we sometimes call these as beam pillars or tie pillars. Now this is called a shuttering process, in which like wood planks are used all around the iron structure, and within this cavity that we made with the help of wooden plank, we have to fill it with the cement and mortar mixture. So we see this is how it looks, and when we take it out, all this wooden planks. So now we have this beam pillar ready. Now is the time like we have to do for the perpendicular pillars. So the wooden planks are covered with plastic sheets with the help of nails. Now this is the balancing process, water balancing process, through which the pillar alignments, measurement and alignments are adjusted. Make sure that the pillars are at 90 degree perpendicular to the base, and here we are considering the tie beam pillar as the base. So when we hold water inside the pipe, and when we hold both sides of the pipe, and when the water comes at a linear level or uniform level, so that helps in getting the balance. This is a very common method for balancing used by masons. See, when we hold the pipe, the water alignment should be same for both ends of the pipe. So in this way we check the alignment. So for both heads of the pipe, the water is linear on this side and on this side also. So this balancing of water within a pipe helps in perfect alignment. Now this is a weight which is held from the top, and it should be just like freely touching the beam rod to make sure that it is perpendicular 90 degrees to the base pillar beam. See, this is how the alignment is checked. It should be just lightly touching. We put this banana stems before putting the mixture, so this will create a cavity for the hinges of the gate, which we will install later. Basically this is a gate pillar. So now finally, after we'll put the mixture, after we put the shutter box all around the iron frame structure, and we start filling it with this mixture of cement and mortar. So this, now when we take off the wooden planks on the shutter, this is how our pillar is ready. This is how we take out the boxes slowly. We keep it at least for a week, and after 1 week we can see the pillars, they are ready. Kaushik Sarkar Explorer.